I have a lot of books to haul, okay? So let's just get started now. Actually, I just got a packet. So I have a lot of books to haul. I have 80 books to haul. Yes, I have a shopping problem. I have a job just so I can buy books. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, oh well. So let's just get into this haul because I have a bunch of genres, okay? As you can see, my cart was like overfilled. The first books I have are The Dragon Keeper, which are a part of the Assassin's Apprentice series. There's a whole like extensive series for this. There's like so many separate series in Assassin's Apprentice, and I got this one because it has to do with dragons, and I love dragons and I want to read more dragons. I've actually never read from dragons before, so I was like, well, let me get this then. Next book I got is To Kill a Mockingbird, and this is the 50th anniversary edition. This is actually my mom's edition that she read when she was in high school. She loved it, and she's actually thinking about rereading this, which says a lot because my mom doesn't really reread books. But my grandma's moving to Texas, and we were cleaning out her house, and we just had like so many memories. And yeah, she just gave me this book. She said, she gave it to me and she's like, put this on your bookshelf. And I was just like, okay. So I'm doing what the woman asks. So then we have over here, and I got the Fairy Loot edition of Peter Pan. If you guys don't know, I love Peter Pan. I collect Peter Pan editions. I don't really like collect them often. I have like 8 editions, and unless I find one like super pretty, then I buy it. I'm not trying to collect like every Peter Pan edition, especially because some are ugly, and I'm not collecting ones that I think are ugly. Like, that just ate me. Then I have The Martian, which I watched with the hotties on Zoom one day, and it was just so fun, and I love the movie. If you don't know what The Martian is about, it's about this guy who is stuck on Mars, and he's trying to like live like on there until he gets help. And it was really interesting, and it was funny. Like, the guy was just so witty, and like his sense of humor was just like the kind of sense of humor that I like, and like the whole movie was funny. Okay, so I have Such a Fun Age, which the hotties are reading for August for our book club, the Hotties book club. You guys should check us out. Ironically, we had this pick like 2 weeks before July started, but we never said anything. Now we have all of our books on our Instagram or on our Twitter that we're going to do up until October, because we realized that it's not fair to do books that just came out and to announce it the month before. We're also doing a giveaway just because of that reason. Monty finished this book and he really liked it. This book is basically about this girl who's a nanny, and she's black, and she ends up taking her the person she's nannying for, is that, if that's how you say it, to the store, and that guy accused her of kidnapping. And that only, Monty's read it and he said it only takes place in like the first chapter. So I'm just very I'm very intrigued to read this book, and I'm so excited because I loved July's pick for the book club, so I'm very excited to read August, and I can't wait. I have The Majesties, which is because of Jesse from Bow Ties and Books. They talked about this in one of their recent videos, where I think it was like all the books they read so far in 2020, and they said this one was about this girl who decides to poison her entire family, and she dies and her family dies except her sister. So her sister wakes up, and I believe she has like brain damage and all these things, and she's suffering from her sister poisoning their entire family. And I'm like, that just sounds so interesting to me, because imagine your sister tries to kill you and your family, and you're the only one that lives. Like, that is terrible. It's like you can't even get revenge on your sister because she's already dead. So it's like, what the heck, you know? That's just me. I don't think everyone else will want to get revenge on their sisters. But then I got the Lord of the Rings paperback series, which these are actually really pretty. I got these because I really wanted to read Lord of the Rings. I'm getting into adult fantasy a lot, and I'm like, why won't I read the foundation of adult fantasy? I mean, I don't know if it's really the foundation of adult fantasy. Like, that's just what I hear, so that's what I'm saying. But I started watching the movie. I watched half of the movie, and it was okay. It's not like my favorite thing ever, but it's pretty interesting, and I like the world. I got Hood Feminism, which I got because everyone was talking about it, but Lala was talking about it in the Reading Rush video, and I was like, you know what? Let me just pick up this dang book. So, well, Lala was the reason why I wanted to pick it up, but then I was talking to Tahira. We were on Zoom, and she was just telling the hotties how, like, it's about hood feminism, but it's also about other spectrums of feminism as well. So, when one hottie talks about a book, all the hotties buy. So, if you notice, you see the same books in all of our hauls, it's because when one hottie talks about the book, all the other hotties are like, dang, well, let me go get that as well. We have consumerism. We have a problem. I have No Offense by Mel Gavai, and this is an art. And I can't wait to get this. This is from HarperCollins, but it's like under William Merrow. If you know anything about publishers, they always have like, there's one huge publishers, and then there's like different branches of the publisher. So I got this one because this is the author who wrote The Princess Diaries and my favorite Disney movie, Avalon High. Well, both of them are my favorite Disney movie, but like for different reasons. And I was like, well, if she can write my favorite Disney movie, she can probably write my favorite book. I mean, my favorite romance book. So let me give this a try. I know this is a series, but I wasn't really interested in the other books in the series, so I was like, let me just jump into this one. And then I have Winterwood because I read The Wicked Deep, and I enjoyed the book, but I guessed like the spoiler and the plot twist, so it like took down my enjoyment. But I still enjoyed the book, and I enjoyed the writing, so I was like, and I enjoyed the island that they lived on. Like, I thought the island was very interesting, so I believe that this takes place on the same island. I don't know. I think it would be very cool. Let me look under the dress jacket because I actually have it. Ugh, of course it's beautiful. Dang, struggling. I got The Unspoken Name because I was watching Monet, who's one of the hotties, and she talked about this book, and it's adult, and it has something to do with an assassin. So I was like, say less. So I bought it. Fight Club 2. I've been meaning to get this for a very, very long time. I haven't seen Fight Club yet, but I'm assuming this takes place after the first movie. So I mean, I have HBO Max, so I'm just gonna watch it and then jump right into the graphic novel. But I really like the artwork for this, and most of the graphic novels I buy is because of art, and I just been wanting to get this book for so long, and I've seen they had a volume 3 out finally, so I was like, okay, like let me just pick up this book. I seen it on someone's Instagram, so I was like, you know what, let me just buy this already. I have The Year of the Witching, which I read and I loved. I gave it 4 to 5 stars. The writing was very good for this to be a debut. But so this is basically about this girl, and before she's even born, her mother kind of like disgraces her, and so she lives like very religiously, and she comes across like the woods, and the woods are very like, don't go into the woods because there's a witch in there kind of thing, which I really, really love. And she wants to, like, you know, respect her religion, but she's also very intrigued by what's in the woods. And I know that doesn't sound interesting, but pick it up. It's really good. I just don't want to give away spoilers. And it reminds me of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, but like a lot less like demonic. Like there's no like demon goat or nothing like that. It reminded me of the good parts of Chilling Adventures of Sabrina season 1. So I highly suggest checking out The Year of the Witching because I really enjoyed it. The writing was really good. I just didn't like love it, and I wanted to give it 4 stars, but I was like, I'm kind of still sitting on if I want to give it a 4-star or 3-star. And I know there's a 3.5 star rating, but on Goodreads they don't have a half-star rating, so it's either a 3-star or 4-star, you know. Jade City and Jade War because Monet and Mina talked about this, and I actually have started it, and I actually really do enjoy it. Hilo is my boo, and I'm very scared because when Monet talks about this, she talks about how like you shouldn't get attached to characters because they die, and I'm just very scared because I love Hilo, and I can't wait. The hotties are actually, I've already started, but like I couldn't finish because I was reading so many books. So the hotties are actually like, we have like a bunch of buddy reads going on always. So the buddy free for Jade War starts on the 3rd of August. So I'm really excited to be reading this with my friends. Then I got An Arc of Grown by Tiffany D. Jackson. I got Gideon the Ninth, which I'm in the middle of, and I personally really enjoy it. I know there was like a whole scandal that went on with this author, but I just want to say that if you know about the scandal, basically it's not what everyone made it out to seem. And people, I don't want to talk about drama, but like we all know I love to talk about drama. So basically what happened with this author is someone found their fan fiction, and the fan fiction had to do with like a really old character and a really young character, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, like this is so disgusting. And I think it was like on AO3, I think, where you can like read the tags, like even the tags were like, you know, like were like iffy. So people were like, oh my gosh, like this is so disgusting, like this author is so disgusting. And it turns out that the author was writing from a place of trauma. So everyone dragged this girl, and she was writing to cope, as a coping mechanism. So I was like, I felt so bad. I personally wasn't dragging her. I try to stay away from author drama. I just watch author drama on Twitter. I try to stay away from it because they be getting on my nerves. I also bought Home Before Dark this month, and this book is basically a thriller by Riley Sager. Me and Riley Sager I don't know why I'm telling you guys that this is a wrap up. Like, I need to keep it short and sweet because I have 80 books to haul. So yeah, this is a good book. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. Me and Riley Sager aren't really besties. I mean, obviously, you know, me and Riley Sager, like me and his thrillers, we don't really get along like that. Like his other thrillers are like 3 stars. I've only read 2 of his other thrillers. The first one I wasn't even gonna bother to read because I caught the plot twist and I read some of the review and I was right. So I was like, well, what the hell is the point of me reading it then? I caught the damn plot twist. So yeah, this one was really good. I can't wait for his next one because I feel like that one's gonna be even better. This one would have been good, but the ending was just like, you know, like the ending was what I wanted it to be. I bought Significantly Advanced Magic, and I got this because I'm trying to buy books for my Kindle to make room for books on my Kindle, because you can only have like 10 Kindle books at a time and I'd be running out of space. So I was like, this is a fantasy though, so let me buy this. And yeah, I don't actually remember what it's about, but I remember Jess from Just Nevertheless talking about it, and I was really intrigued enough to buy it on my Kindle. So I was like, well, let me just buy the actual paperback because I want more paperback adult fantasies. I'm getting into paperbacks now. Like, me, I mean, they're not going to be put on my main shelf or anything, like not on these shows, but like, I mean, me, paperbacks, like, who would have thought? I got the Kingdom of Gold and the Kingdom of Copper and the Empire of Gold. I got the UK editions. I'm looking for the UK edition of The City of Brass, but like, it's okay if I can't find it, I guess. But I was like, let me get these editions before I read them and then I don't get them and I regret it. And these are just so beautiful. Like, look at them. I got Bunny because Lala and Gabby from Gabby Reads always talk about this. So I was like, let me get this book. So I want it because I want to see what it's about. I want to see what the talk is about. So I got it. I got Slay by Brittany Morris because it's been announced that Ready Player One is getting a book too, and I never intend on reading that damn book. But I was like, let me pick up something by a black author that has gave me, I mean, I got this from my library, not this edition, but like, I got this from my library like over last fall, and I started and I really couldn't get into it, honestly. The pop culture references were just really annoying me because I don't like pop culture references, and that's a huge part of the story. But I also know that this story tells a really good story basically about how black people are always told to go create their own space, and then when they do create their own space, we're told we're not, you know, we're just ridiculed for it and we're made out to be the bad guy here. Like, literally somebody commented on my video once, on my video about like how I feel being on booktube, and they were like, well, if you don't like it, go create your own booktube. And I'm like, that sounds easy to you, but as a black person, I really couldn't do that, because if I do, then white people are going to be like, oh, you're trying to keep us out of this space and you're trying to exclude us. And not even just white people, but even like other people of color, because though a lot of people of color do love black people, there are a lot of people of color who don't like black people. And whenever black people speak up about something, some type of injustice for us or something that we don't like, here comes other people of color who don't like us, and they're like, actually, we're going to overshadow you. And that happens a lot. So I was like, let me pick up this book so I can read it and have a discussion about it. But I picked it up, I opened it, I seen the pop culture references. I was like, dang, I'm about to pick this up another time. I know it's gonna be a quick read, and I made it like 20 pages in, so I am gonna give it a try. And like, Under the Dust Jacket, it's just beautiful. Like, even if I don't like it, I'm supporting the girls, you know. Then I got The Wolf of Ahern Yarrow. I did it right this time. If you guys watch my reading rush vlogs, I was struggling. Okay, this is a epic fantasy and it has a woman on the cover, so it's an epic fantasy about women, which we don't get very often, so I was like, well, let me pick this up. I got Rewrite the Storm. Monet was like, what are some books I should buy? And Aaron sent some, so I was like, well, I guess I should buy them too. Got some arcs. I got When No One Was Watching by LaCour, which I really enjoyed. This is a thriller basically about gentrification, and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, so it doesn't tell you to pick it up. I don't know what does. They Wish They Were Us, which I got as an arc. I thought this was gonna be a dark academia book, but it's just like a regular like YA mystery thriller, which I mean is fine. Okay, we're into the second part of the video, the romance book haul, which historic romance book haul. I have a lot of historic romances to haul. I don't remember what any of them are about, so wish me the best luck. So I got Brazen and the Beast, which I don't remember whose video I was watching, but they said the dirty talk in this book was good, so I was like, say less. Worth Any Price by Bruceclarklois. I got some Amanda Quake. I was hoping that I would get the beautiful Step Backs, but I didn't. How to Catch a Viscount, because I was watching Riley's video and they talked about this book. I don't know what a Viscount is, but I think that the story sounded good, and this is really quick. Night Wind's Woman, and I got this because I really just love the cover. A Rogue in Texas, because I really want to read more Western historical romances. Once again, I thought I was getting a Step Back. This is a fake Step Back. So got Gentle Rogue by Joanna Lindsay. I thought that this was going to be a mass market paperback. It ended up being a hardcover. So the Pirate Prince, because I want to read more pirates. The Chief, I don't really know why. I think this is a Highlander book. Not Quite a Lady by Loretta Chase. I didn't really like her last book, but I love her covers. Pirate's Love by Joanna Lindsay. Pirates Royal Paradise, because it was a pirate and I really loved the cover. Devil's Prize. The Oh Next Door, because of Riley's video. Waking Up with the Duke. The Last Book is Scoundrel by Loretta Chase. Loretta Hayes. Where did I get Chase from? This is really short. My Pleasures with a Scoundrel. Do You Want to Start a Scandal by Tessa Dare. Any Duchess Will Do by Tessa Dare. A Lady at Midnight by Tessa Dare. The Pirate Lord. In Bed with the Devil, Joanna Lindsay. Laura's Angel. Brave the Wild, Joanna Lindsay. Until Forever, I Got a Step Back Finally, Joanna Lindsay. Eloisa James, Once Upon a Time. I got this one because I read The Ugly Duchess and I really liked that book. So I want to give this one a try because it's Rapunzel and I'm hoping to get, you know, some Flynn Rider vibes. The Ugly Duchess, which I have read, gave 4 out of 5 stars. Amanda Quake, another Eloisa James. This one, I think it's like Cinderella retelling. Scandal Deal, My Once and Future Duke, My Fake Rake, The Duke I Once Knew, Till Dawn Sings the Night, which, oh yeah, I got a step back, but guess what? It was printed on upside down, so. What I Lied to the Duke, which actually just came out recently. It was a new release. Heart of Flame by Joanna Lindsay. Savage Thunder. I got Angel by Joanna Lindsay. Which, the cover. So these are part of a series. I just wanted them because I thought they were Westerns. I didn't really think that Westerns had anything to do with Native American men. But I guess they do, so I guess I'll be unhauling these. I got Say You Love Me by Joanna Lindsay. And like the Step Back. I just love the cover. This is why I got the other books, because this one, I just love the cover to this. It just reminds me, I know it has like the fan, but it just reminds me of mermaids. The Highlander, finally. The Prince of Broadway. And Devil in the Winter. Yeah, that's it for this book haul. I hope that you enjoy this. I have a lot of books to unhaul so I can make room for the new hauls. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. If you are watching, comment any emoji you want to comment. Okay, so I'll see you guys in my next video.